My phone was completely dead. This is not the projects. Some drugs. What time it says we're going to get there? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Mari Milana. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm happy to have you here, my lovely Earth babes. I'm happy to have you here. So today I'm gonna be telling you guys a story time because I haven't done a story time in a minute. Lately I've just been doing vlogs. I did a DIY the other day, and yeah. Also, you guys, look at my makeup up close. It's just a little natural beat with some rhinestones. If you guys want a tutorial, let me know. Okay, so today's story time is gonna be about my Uber driver got me kicked out of school. And y'all gonna see why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm on a time crunch. I gotta leave the house for school by 5:30. So yeah, I was gonna tell you guys that, so let's backtrack, okay? So I usually take a Lyft to school, right? I usually take a Lyft to school, right? So this day I called one, and I called it like, I usually call it one at 5:30, but this day I called one at like 5:37. Like, it was like a couple minutes after 5:30, right? So he comes, or it says that he's like, it said he was some ridiculous amount away. If I can put like the actual timestamps of everything, like when he actually picked me up, when he actually dropped me off, all that, if I can put that up on the screen, then I will. I'll just block out his information. But he picks me up, and when he picked me up, first of all, you know, his name was, actually, you know what, no, I'm gonna say his real name because I'm pretty sure he's never gonna see this video. His name was fucking Dewey. And it was Dewey spelled like D-E-W-E-Y. Dewey. So Dewey's ass, Mr. Dew. We're gonna call him Mr. Dew. Mr. Dew comes and picks me up in this truck, right? It's like a Nissan truck. We're driving, and I'm seeing that it says that we're gonna make it to the school by 5:58. I have to be at the school by 6 o'clock. They took away our 5-minute grace period, so I have to be there in the building to clock in at 6 o'clock, right? So we're driving. The whole time that we're driving, oh, I forgot to mention this part. In the very, very beginning, whenever we were driving, or when I first got in the car, he makes it relevant to say this comment. And to me, people could just brush this off and other people get offended by it. Me personally, I'm not either or. It's more of like, number one, this is not the hood. Like, I've seen worse hoods. This is not it. My side of town is like a little more older, has been around longer, so it is a little bit worn down. I will admit that. This is definitely not the fucking hood. There's definitely not any gunshots going on over here. There's no robberies. There's probably some drugs, but not, there's probably a little bit of drugs, you know, a little razzle dazzle, but there isn't any like shooting and all that. Like, no, none of that is over here. This is not the projects. This man says,
I guess we gotta, you know, hurry up and take off. You know, we're in the boonies. Yeah, we're in the boonies right now.
What did you say, nigga?
And I'm listening to him. I didn't really make a comment or react to what he said because, one, I need you to get me to school. I'm not trying to play with you. I need you to be eyes on the road and get me to my destination. Just get me from point A to point B. I don't really care or give a fuck about what you got going on. I really don't. So, he's driving very, very slow. Like, he's driving slower than the speed limit. I don't know what all the speed limit was. I just knew for a fact he was driving slower than everybody else because there was plenty of cars. Like, everywhere we went, there were so many cars passing him and getting in front of him. That's how slow he was driving. So it got to a point where I'm looking at the time. I'm like, okay, it's 4:49. I'm sorry, it's 5:49. Okay, then 5:50 rolls around. Okay, then 5:51 rolls around. 5:52 rolls around. I'm like, okay, we start having a little bit of small talk, chit chat. I ask him how long he's been doing Lyft, all that other stuff. And then I tell him, I'm like, yeah. So I kind of subliminally tried to hint at him like that we need to go, like we need to be hurrying. Like if you can, drive a little faster. Because Lyft, I will say this, they are very good at calculating exactly what time the person will pick you up and exactly what time that they'll drop you off. But sometimes that can alternate or change depending on how fast the person's going. And if we come into something like traffic, accident, anything that could be blocking us getting there at the time that it estimates it. So because of that, as we're moving, I can literally look at the app and the time, the drop-off time is changing, right? So the way everything in my city works, everything goes in a fucking circle. So it's kind of hard to get lost because everything just goes around in a circle like this, right? My school is right next to the fucking highway. So you could literally jump off the highway and cross over the street and get to my school. Like, that's why so let me just continue. So this is how I subliminally hinted at him, like, hey, we kind of need to hurry. I said, yeah, you know, we're on my way to my school right now. I really need to be there. You know, I'm running kind of late a little bit. I really need to be there on time. I got to be there at 6. You know, they don't play about attendance. I said that 2-3 times. I said, yeah, they don't play about attendance. Yeah, they're real serious about attendance. You know, they don't play about attendance. Yeah, you know, they'll send me home over attendance. I made sure I said that like 3 different times in 3 different forms of ways. So there's no way that you could just ignore it. This man was too busy, turned around talking to me that he was driving slow. And then not only that, he made me late to school. Which we're going to get to that. So, and he disregarded what the fuck I said about my school. We go, and now at this point it's 5:55. So now I'm really asking him. I asked him, I was like, because I forgot to mention this part too. I was so in a hurry and in a rush to get out the door that I didn't even have enough time to charge my phone. So when I got in the car, my phone was completely dead. So I had to wait until I got to the school to charge my phone up. So what happened? Well, the whole time we're in the car, I don't even know what time it is. The only way I know what time it is because I'm looking at his dashboard and I'm looking at the time. I kind of was able to see his phone, so I'm looking at his phone, I'm seeing the time. That's the only way I was able to know the time. My phone was completely dead. So then I asked him, I was like, hey, so do you know what time it says we're going to get there? Keyword, do you know what time it says we're going to get there? I asked you a straightforward question. This man goes,
yeah, well, it says we're going to make it there in about 3 minutes.
I didn't ask you how many minutes we got left on this ride. I asked you, what time are we going to make it at the school? So at this point, I just realized, yeah, this bifocal bum is just lazy. Like, this is all this, like, I'm not even trying to be mean or nothing, but he pissed me off, y'all. I'm not as pissed as I was that day, but still, it's just the fucking principle. So, okay, so I just wanted to add this in here. First of all, the school was only 7 minutes from my house. So I don't know how the fuck this man turned a 7-minute drive into 15, trying to get some extra money or some shit. I don't know. He's still going slow. And at this point, it's saying that we're going to make it there at 6:02. Because now it's like 5:57, 5:58. We were originally supposed to make it at the school at 5:58. It's 6:02 now. So now I see him completely pass the turn that he was supposed to make to go to my school and get off the highway. Now he has to do a whole U-turn and turn all the way around. So go up this street. Like, he's already missed the turn now. Now he has to go down the rest of the street. He has to turn left, make a U-turn, and then go all the way back down the street to my school and then make a turn into the parking lot and park. It said that we were 4 minutes away now. So I'm not going to make it. I'm not. I knew I wasn't. So by the time he did all that, I didn't end up making it to the schools till 6:08. And I wasn't even going to try to beg my way into anything because they're very strict on the policy. So I come in and I asked my teacher, I was like, hey, I know I came in late. I know I have to leave. Can I please at least plug in my phone so I can at least get a ride to go back home? Because now my phone is dead and how else am I going to get home? You know what I'm saying? So she was real nice about it. She's like, yeah, you can. So I charged her my phone. Another thing that I wanted to add in as well is because due to a miscommunication from the higher ups of my school, we thought we didn't have the grace period anymore, but we did. So I got sent home for no reason. I call a Lyft. I make sure to put in a bad review for this man. I made sure to put in a 1 star for Mr. Do. 1 star, no recommend. 0 out of 10. So because I didn't want to get him again, because sometimes with Lyft, if the person is still in the same area after you just left them and you call another ride, they will set you up with the same person. So I made sure, yes, I'm giving you a bad review, Mr. Do, because I don't want you. Oh, that rhymed. Anyway, so called my Lyft and I ended up getting sent home and I missed out for that day. Thank goodness I was ahead of my hours, so I didn't have to remake them up. But it's just still the fucking principle. I had to spend money to go to school just to spend money to go back home. It was ridiculous. So that's my story time about how my Uber, Lyft driver, whatever you want to call it, got me kicked out of school. And yeah, I also forgot to tell you guys this too. So after that, it was so sweet. One of the girls in my class is like, girl, don't ever be afraid to ask for help. Like, if you need a ride, like, I can give you a ride. I can take you to school. Like, you don't have to take these lifts. Like, these lifts are too expensive. And then on top of that, like, you know, you having to get to home and all that stuff, like, just hit me up. And so I was like, okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of my lovely Earth face. If you want to see more of my lovely face, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell if you want to get notified every time I make a video. Also, too, if you want to follow me on any of my social medias, they are always linked down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Bye, Earth babes.